life goes on.
Hello, everyone. It's
Hello.
nice to meet you all today. Today we do have apple crisps.
I think it was CRISPR.
CRISPR.
Oh, you want apple crisper?
Want the er.
Okay,
The
got the
She's got to accentuate the R's.
Oh.
Oh, I wish my mouth could do that with words.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
so much.
That's right. It's definitely sexy. It feels good, I'll tell you that. Okay, and we also have Lady Curls a lot here,
Thank you. I feel like I need a hat.
of course. And last but not least, we got Senior or Sir Genesis over here. So today we do have a fun few topics to talk about. So, Sir Curls a lot, what are we talking about today?
All the things that we wish we knew now versus then.
Okay. Okay, well, that is a very interesting topic. I do a lot of talking, so I'm thinking that maybe...
My mind was going all sorts of places because we had talked previously, you guys don't know about this, but
Oh.
about career things that we know now that didn't know about back then. I mean, even if you walked into a guidance counselor
Yes.
office, there's probably like 5 careers they were aware of that they would share with you.
Mhm.
I don't know what things are like now, but back then it was pretty limited. And so when I look back, some of the things that I really enjoy, and maybe they're a bit more of a passion that I wish I would have kind of figured out how to get in ground level, would be things like a DJ. Because electronic music was happening, but no one knew anyone that was making it. And now everyone's making it
That would be pretty
in their
slick.
basement.
DJ Apple Crisper? That would be pretty
Create
slick.
some stuff and then go out there and travel the world. And I know it's not as glamorous as I probably think it is with their hours, but I mean,
Still, the opportunity.
I wish I would have known that was
Yes.
something in the future that was going to be a legit career option.
That's pretty cool. What kind of music? Would you do like EDM or?
EDM for sure, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that would have been a dream. And then, I never got fully into dancing until I got older, which shame. But I mean, I look at people that have backup dancer careers. I just think, what a cool, fun job.
Right?
As
I
I
don't want to
say,
hit the grind anymore.
No,
I want to
know.
do fun jobs. that is dance. I wish
Yeah.
somebody thinking can dance was in my generation.
and then when you kind of retire from being on stage, you can be a choreographer.
Yeah.
So you just keep that career
Teach.
going.
Exactly.
That's so cool. Do you have like any type of influences that you've
Oh,
gone from, whether it
geez.
was in dancing or even in DJing?
I mean, the dance I like now is kind of Latin, hip hop, things like that.
Baller.
But like,
Very
I
nice.
think back in the day when I would watch concerts and they had the dancers, the one that really like always stood out for me, and this is in part because of a good friend of mine, but we watched a lot of Madonna.
Oh yes.
And her shows were just epic. The things the dancers were doing and the camaraderie they had, and they all had kind of a special relationship, maybe sometimes too special.
Yeah, they knew each other very well after those videos, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I mean, that just would have been so cool to have your little family and be traveling around and just using movement
Posse.
and music. And
Yeah.
so,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I've
Maybe
heard
we do
about that. I've
that.
heard that some really, really popular stars were like, I'm not going to do a presentation or do not presentation, what am I talking about? Like a concert without this backup dancer, or without
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah,
or
they're
without that.
special. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty slick. So,
Yeah. So that's probably where it started, watching that and thinking,
You could have been a
"Oh,
backup
that's
dancer for
amazing."
Janet Jackson.
Oh,
Nasty.
yes. Rhythm Nation would have been probably the favorite song to perform.
And people are doing that now on TikTok. I've seen some of the
Yeah.
people performing and videoing themselves, and I'm like, I can't do that. Well, I could do that now, but I don't think I'm in that mindset.
Well, the funny thing is, it's just the fact that that TikTok platform has actually skyrocketed so many people just off of
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
We didn't have that kind of thing back in the day. I mean, we just had to hope that you get kind of discovered or something like
Yeah.
that at a
Yeah,
church.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it just seems completely impossible.
Yeah.
Like, especially living in a Canadian city.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
You're
it's
very
one thing to be-
reserved and
Yeah,
That's
if you're living in LA, I get it, or New
Yes.
York, but
not here.
But
Sorry.
then again, you also have like, look at Justin Bieber, how he came off of YouTube and he was just playing, I don't know, was it a guitar or
Yeah.
ukulele? Yeah.
But again, the value of the internet came
Right.
into play,
Exactly.
right? I didn't
Yep.
have internet till high school, maybe.
Yeah, neither did
And it was
I.
like ICQ or
Oh,
what is it?
yeah.
Messenger or some.
I think it was
Silly
Microsoft
one.
Messenger or something
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, with
Right.
dial-up. Oh, the kids.
Dial-up was forever.
Jeez.
Yeah. So we didn't have the instant gratification that people have nowadays. Which is
No.
the whole culture has shifted towards that
Yeah.
instant gratification.
I'm envious for all the opportunities they have now, but the competition must be just absolutely
Yeah.
insane.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
So I'm not envious of that so much.
No, I agree.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, you have to keep up with everything. Like, you know, some of the older stars who are performing, they're dressing like a 20-year-old because
Yeah.
they have no choice. It feels like they have no choice,
Which is gross.
right?
But yeah.
It is a little bit like the
Totally.
tight tight clothing in places of
Butt implants, split in life, like all
you
sorts
know,
of
some bodysuits going on. You're like, how old are you again?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they are probably around 52, but parts of them are like 2 or 3.
Yes.
Because, like, I mean,
Yes.
it's like all plastic. It's like,
Yes.
you are 59, but
Yeah.
that nose is 2 years old.
Yes.
Or those fingers are. Like,
Yeah, that's another
Newborns,
topic.
you know?
Using the
Yeah.
plastic surgery to keep up with the times.
Would you? Okay.
That I feel like we totally digress.
I know,
away
like,
from
digressing,
what we
but
do.
I know that it was just because I do have 2 beautiful ladies right next to me.
Aww.
It's the truth. I'm just the facts. Would you 2 ever think about doing anything with plastic surgery, even for something like small, like a messed up toe or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, if it bothered me that much, like interfered with my life or something.
Now, I guess then at this point now, I'm not going to say getting into anything specific, but do you have something where you're just like, yeah, I totally do it, kind of
I
thing?
totally fix my nose and make it more straight.
Oh, stop it. Okay.
You asked.
I mean, yeah, okay, my bad. I know I have, but like, still,
I would shave my cheekbones down.
shave your cheekbones down.
I'll
Like,
take
what?
some of
And
that.
suck the fat
I
out.
will take some of the
Shit.
cheekbones.
No.
I want a reverse filler procedure where my original fat is sucked out.
See? You're
I want
totally
a
gonna be honest.
facial lipo.
Oh, and I will take that and put it in because I don't have.
Oh.
Face lipo.
So you want to like
I
the cheek?
know,
Okay,
we're
so what
bad
would you put with like
models.
the rest of the lipo fat? Would you put in the lips or put in the butt or
Probably
something like
butt
that?
because everyone's doing it.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's,
it's
I find
where the
now,
action's at. What
This
can
is
you
what's
say?
crazy is finding clothes that fit is next to impossible now because
Mhm.
now everything is like tiny waist and like giant butt areas. So
Yes.
I have a lot of pants that sag on me now.
Although the 90s look is coming back. I was
Right.
at the mall just yesterday.
I do
Everything
like the
was
90s.
sweatpants
Yeah.
galore. And
Mm.
baggy sweatpants, especially for women.
Yeah.
There was nothing feminine. I was laughing. I was like,
Oh.
oh, it's the 90s. I remember you used to wear the really fluorescent crap and you thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
I still
It's
love
back.
that. I love the
It's
colors
back.
of the 90s. It's
Yeah.
great.
I might be showing my age, but I'm still not willing to give up skinny jeans
Oh my
and
god.
fitted kind of
Clothing,
leisure wear.
tailored. Yes. Tailored clothing. Yeah. Nope, it's gone.
I
Crop
get
tops galore everywhere.
Mm.
I get if you're staying at home watching a movie or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think back to when like we were going out and then going out outfits or going to friends
Yeah.
and like the baggy overalls and things
Yes.
like that. It's like I don't know if I want to revisit that unless I'm painting a wall.
They're back. They're
No.
back with it. All the clothing out there. I shouldn't say all, but
Yeah.
a large majority of the clothing in
Well-
the malls are like that now.
Well, you know, it's kind of
It's
crazy
fascinating.
because I don't know about how it is for women, but especially now that we've been through COVID and everybody's like kind of like, you know, I'm wearing leisure wear everywhere.
Mm.
But when you see guys that are just like really, really dressed well, kind of like the Italian suits or
Yeah.
something like that, that's when you're just like, all right,
Hello.
that is like, that's God. Yeah, well, there you go. Exactly.
Let's be honest.
Like, I mean, it's great. I mean,
Yeah.
the only reason that a lot of people don't do it is because nothing fits after COVID. Like,
Mm.
we've all gained that COVID 40 or kind of
Yes.
thing. So, but if you actually do get like something where you're like a nice shirt, nice little blazer, nice
Yeah.
pants, nice shoes,
Well put together.
you know who the boss is. Like, I mean, I've
Yeah.
always thought that back in the day before COVID when I was actually dressing up, you would always know who the boss is
Yeah.
when someone's like dressed like that.
Yeah.
Whenever you used to come into the office with your suits, everybody noticed Anna, right?
Yeah.
They would all be
She
like,
would suit up.
what happened?
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what happened. I mean, the snacks during COVID. That's what happened. Kind of like, damn, Miss
But you know
Vicky's
what's
salt
gonna
and vinegar
help?
chips. That's what happened.
A recession. Now you can't eat
Yes.
as much. Problem solved.
That's it. Now I'm broke, so now I can't even eat
So you
it.
gotta bring in your own stuff and pull it back out. Dust it off, Nana. Clear the mothballs. It's true though. If a guy shows up on a date, for instance,
It's
in
true.
sweats versus, a suit. Well, not maybe all the way to a suit, but like well put
I
together.
think even just like kind of a
Yeah.
shirt, like a button-down shirt,
Yeah.
something somewhat tailored, or like a nice, even if it's a nice T-shirt or something.
Yes.
Like just that doesn't look like it's been washed 500 times, and
Mhm.
It makes a
just the
difference.
basics.
Totally
Yeah.
does.
It definitely does.
Absolutely.
I made a deal with myself after COVID. Well, we're still in COVID, so it's not after COVID. Because I was living in sweats too. I'm like, I'm not allowed to go outside this house without dressing up a little. It doesn't have to be crazy,
Okay,
but I made a deal and I'm sticking to it.
Mm.
Sometimes I falter. I'm trying. I don't know. Yeah, because it was fun. I miss that fun
It was.
dressing up, right?
Mhm.
As much as I'm like nursing and used to live in our scrubs 24/7, it also made us lazy.
That's true, but I'm not gonna lie though. Sometimes, especially when I was working in the hospital, jeez, when some of the nurses with the scrubs, I don't know what it was, but it was like some of the sexiest thing you could ever see.
Okay,
Scrub-
we need to
listen,
understand this.
okay.
How are scrubs sexy?
Okay, it's almost like
it's like
the mystery of it. I hate to say it, but what's underneath?
I think for
Oh,
men, that's
yes.
the equivalent of women seeing a police uniform or
I
a pilot,
guess,
or
yeah, I
That is true.
guess.
I think that is the.
But they're so
Oh,
baggy.
That's true.
Like they're
I mean,
extra baggy.
it was like I don't know what it is. Like they're moving around and then they're just like, and it's like flicking their hair, and you're like, dang,
Well, it's
that's
just
awesome.
easy to please.
Well,
I
I mean,
see.
obviously, there's also like the nurses. Well, there's nurses and French maids, obviously, but that's another story.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
But yeah, well, whatever. I'm a guy. I'll just say it. But anyway, so I know that we've kind of digressed here. I don't even remember what.
I was gonna say, like, we were almost got to the point where we could have had like a stylist here from like the beginning of time. And we would have like been showing up very differently.
Yes, it's a side gig. Working on the side gig, okay?
Well, you know what? That's great. Okay, so now that we've heard that, Jody, that's pretty darn awesome that you're thinking of going and that you want to be a DJ.
DJ.
Yeah.
DJ.
I can
and
totally
doing
see her doing
dance.
that
I
too.
know you because you were doing is it bar or bear? I forget. I don't know how to
Bar.
Bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you were doing that too, and
Mm.
just hearing that is pretty darn awesome. To see that you would be like is that like a Missy Copeland or Misty Copeland? I believe her name is.
Oh gosh, I wish.
But to see
Yeah,
that would be pretty
amazing. Oh, the other thing. Okay, I'll throw this in. Then we gotta move this around.
cool.
Yeah.
And then we got to hear from.
I
us.
really, when I was growing up, I wanted to be an animator for Disney.
That is
My
Oh.
guidance counselor was kind of like, because I was going to go to an art college instead of pursuing
That's
what
so
I
cool.
did and going the science route. But that was what I thought. I would paint and draw all
Yes.
sorts of Disney stuff, and I thought like, okay, I've nailed this, but I just didn't know that next step without
Yeah.
the internet.
Oh,
to-
that would have been so cool.
So my friend, a friend of mine at work, has a sister who's an animator for Netflix,
Oh,
and
wow.
she's just living her life right
Yeah.
now, and she's done
Love
some
that.
big pieces there. I'm not going to talk about it, but I mean,
Yeah.
she's done some really big anime, and just just hearing the stories and just how happy she is,
Yeah.
jeez,
Dang
amazing,
it.
amazing.
How did we miss the boat on some of this so
Absolutely.
much? We didn't pay attention.
Little wave of midlife crisis.
I know.
coming over me.
We're getting into nostalgia.
But that's the thing, though. Now,
However, yes, continue.
oh no,
Sorry,
I was just going to say
interrupted
that.
you.
Oh no, it's all good. Whatever.
I
just keep talking.
No, that's okay. I will positively say though, if we had chosen those careers, we may not have met.
This is very
That is
true.
true.
So
Yeah.
It's true.
just saying,
Plus, it's not too late. I mean,
Yes.
that nowadays, I don't want to channel my inner Aaliyah here, but age is nothing but a number right now.
Yes.
Just because people are now, I guess, like doing their dreams way into their later years. It's not like, okay, you're 40, so like life's over,
Yeah.
and go drown yourself. No, it doesn't happen like that. So,
That's depressing.
no, it's not like that at all. Like I know back in the time they'd just be like, oh yeah, you're halfway. No, not at all. Just the fact that
No.
you're like, you're older, but it's 40's new 30 or whatever like that, right?
So everybody everybody says
It-
50's the new 40, 30's the new 20.
It's
Come
it
on.
is only in like, I mean, 40 is 40 when you're like, you know, physically. I say that.
Yeah.
But the opportunities are still available
Yes.
for like when you're older now. So,
Yes, except that you're more stuck in your own ways, and
That's
you
true.
have less. You have more to lose sometimes.
That is
So
true.
it's about risk-taking ability,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of like
Right?
our economic status right now. Yeah. So,
It's like
Yeah.
it's
That's
like
true.
you know when you see a child like going on skis for the first time and they're like not afraid at all
Oh, that's so
because they're like since their level of gravity is a lot closer. So
yeah, that's
they fall,
exactly. They
Whereas
fall,
we
it's
have
not
to be
that
like,
bad.
I'm gonna fall and break something, and I'm not gonna recover. So yeah,
Oh,
we
my knees are going.
overthink, right? Whereas
Mhm.
children they have no inhibition at the end of the
Right.
day, right?
That is true.
So that's what happens to us. So how do we get back to seeing the world through the eyes of a child and becoming that person,
Unleash your inner child. Let them run the place for a little bit.
right?
Yeah, that's what you
That's
gotta do.
true.
So
Truly
do
letting
you
go.
both have those kind of childhood dream careers that you're starting to step into more now?
I do, but I'm gonna let
Go,
I'm gonna let Sir
continue.
Curls a lot do
No,
because
no.
hers are always more like really interesting.
Mine are not that interesting. I'm already stuck. Hey, our podcast, which is something actually really cool. It wasn't a childhood dream, but it's something that's different and creative. And obviously, I still do sketching, but I don't do it as much anymore.
Yeah,
I used to love that.
yeah.
And I do Disney characters, so yes, almost
Which was
similar
awesome.
to.
I still have like your dragon.
Yes.
I'm angry you didn't give me the Hulk you did though, which was super cool.
I know I gave that one to my nephew,
Yeah.
so yeah, he got the Hulk. Sorry.
Doesn't
okay?
appreciate it. That's all I'm
He
saying.
probably doesn't. He's probably in some book, and one day. One day it'll surface when I'm old and gray and you
Mhm.
maybe remember, but yeah. No. Like, I feel like I'm dabbling now,
Mhm.
little bits at a time, trying to find that time to reinsert art and music back into my
That's
life
true.
the way I wished it was. I wanted to do Broadway.
That's
But I'm an
awesome.
introvert. I'm
That
scared
is so
shitless.
cool.
Oh,
No
it's
business like show business.
Right?
That's awesome. You could have like done. That's beautiful.
I
You should
remember in
try.
junior high, we did, I was part of choir. So we did show choir, it was called. It wasn't really Broadway. They didn't coin it Broadway at that time, but we were the only school that we knew of, at least at that time, who was actually dancing while singing.
Really?
This is before Glee was cool.
That
But
is
we were not considered cool, guys.
Yeah,
We were
that's
not
true. Back in the
considered
day.
cool.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's actually, oh my god, how amazing is that?
That
It's
is
like
so
considered the popular thing. Whereas back then it's like, oh, you're such a geek. And geek back then was not exactly.
No, it's true.
Right? So things have changed. A generation has changed.
Well, you know,
And our philosophies have changed. So-
100%.
Oh, I totally do Broadway. I was just watching Les Mis on TV before I came.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
I love it.
Okay.
But how do you do that now at this age? And you'd have to go to training. You'd have to like do so much more.
It's
Pick up
true.
and move your life probably to like.
Hey, guess what? I wasn't able to do that when I was young.
Yes.
But now I can do it with a whole bunch of people that are feeling the same way.
Yeah.
We can kind of just be fun and have like, you know, sing and do show tunes and like, you know, get
That's
up
why I did
there
the
together.
improv class.
And
Remember?
that's- Exactly.
Because I suck at that, and I was like, okay, let's just like
Which we
get out of my
do have to get out
comfort
there and
zone.
do.
Yes,
And see
we will
that's
next
the-
time. It was lovely. It was scared out of my mind. I think I sweated
You know.
buckets because that's different for me as an introvert.
That's
But I
always the
still
first
had
time.
so much fun.
And we're just proud of you that you actually went out
Right?
and have
You gotta-
went out and did it.
Gotta push yourself. a little.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%
Unbroken
agree.
record, but they always say keep diving into the stuff that scares you the
Yes.
most. And I'm
Yes.
not, a poster child for that. But
But we try at least.
Try.
Right? Exactly. I think that's important. You're right.
It's true.
You're not
It's
too
true.
old to try. You just have to find the time. And I feel like as an adult, time is so limited. Just today, I was like, what time is it already? Holy crap. What did I do with my day?
You're just like, oh shit. It's like 1 o'clock. What the hell did I do all day?
Can't figure it out. Errands clean? I don't know. So sad and so lame.
I mean, that's actually pretty cool, man. You know what we have to do now?
Oh, and my styling thing.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk a
Eventually.
little bit about that?
Yeah, I feel like I'm making a plug for something that hasn't
Plug,
really started.
plug
that's what every podcast does.
I'm already shamelessly playing my music at the beginning. Plug away.
Plug away. I am doing a little bit of a fun activity with my friends behind the silhouette. Those who are interested and just featuring, the unsung heroes and really showing that style and fashion can actually uplift your mood. And we know that in theory, a lot of people, but we get into this bad habit of looking at our closet being like, oh, this looks ugly and drab, I'm not going to wear it. But we don't even bother to try. I remember watching What Not to Wear
Great show.
on TLC, I think it was, way back
Yeah.
when. And I loved it. And I don't know why they got rid of it because I was like, they're using things that were in the person's closet
Yeah.
without having to like break the bank all the time.
That's
It's just a
nice.
matter of
That's
you
the way
being
you do it.
brave enough
Mhm.
to try a color that you might not have tried because, you know, somebody said it looked ugly on you or whatever it is, right? Or to play with makeup if you've never really played with it before. So I'm doing that with a few friends and doing kind of like before and after, and nothing's posted, but I just thought it'd be fun.
See, that's actually that's
Right?
really cool. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping that maybe, like, I mean, are you actually going to try and do that for yourself too?
I already do that. Remember, I made my promise.
Okay.
That was part of the reason why I said I'm not getting to the schlump again with this nonsense of COVID and like wearing my PJs 24/7 and sweats and stuff, right, all the time. I don't get me wrong, I'm not going to like a diva and be in it all the time, but
Of course.
it just prompted me to be like, we take ourselves for granted
We really.
most of the time,
Mhm.
and that is how you project yourself to the rest of the world too.
It's true.
So when you're wondering like, why am I attracting a certain quality or whatever that's out
Mhm.
there, it's usually because of ourselves.
Yeah, it's true.
And it doesn't. No one's perfect. God, I have my bad days too.
Well, everybody does. Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
But I noticed that if you're having a bad day and you dress up in something really bright, all of a sudden your mood just lightens.
It does change.
Right?
I think the people around you too.
Yes.
They seem to kind of pick up on that. Even if you haven't immediately had that mood shift, they
Yes.
just are brighter around you.
Yes,
So
they can't help it. Colors change your perception.
100%.
There's theories about it why the color red attracts men, for instance, right? They're
Mhm.
naturally drawn to it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They can't help themselves.
Yep.
Right?
It's my favorite color.
Right?
Yeah, I love red.
Almost all guys say that
Yep,
same thing.
it's
And I'm
true.
like,
So what if
what?
scrubs were red?
Oh,
Oh, and they
Oh.
are. There are certain scrubs that are
I just
red.
I just put a ring on her finger.
See?
That'd just be it. I just like
So we need to
scrubs
all.
red, for real kind of thing. Although if it were scrubs that were red, I'd be asking how did they get red to begin with. I'm like, where are you working? Are you in ER? Is that why
I'm good
is
at
that why
hides
it's
with
red?
stains
Yep,
and
you don't
whatnot
have to
until
worry.
it's washing day.
See, well, you know what? As I said, like I just put a ring on it right there. And it'll just be like,
Damn.
she's just like,
Say,
damn.
that
ladies,
easy?
here's a plug for you out there.
Scrubs.
Just put the red on.
Yep, red scrubs. That
Yeah.
works. I tell you.
Yeah, it's why guys love the red lipstick on any like TV show you're hanging out with dudes.
I'm not.
And like there's like beautiful woman that walks into the visual field and she's got red lipstick.
Full
She
lips with
cannot,
red
like,
lipstick. Oh.
Anything else could be in disarray, but those red lips, it'd be like, God damn.
You know what? That, but you know what also works? Black lipstick also too sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, when you see like full
that's
red,
new.
like,
Interesting.
full lips and then black lipstick, you're just like, oh, okay, you have got my attention, and you're just like,
Wow.
oh my.
Yeah.
Is it like an edgy kind of?
But yeah, just look at that. It's just like
I
you
never
just
thought
I
of
look at
that.
that and you're just like, oh.
What about
Because they stand out.
black
Maybe
nail
that's what it is.
polish?
Yeah.
Black or red?
No, definitely has to be like screw that. Well, maybe because I don't give a shit. But like,
Okay,
it's just
yeah,
like when I
fair
see
point.
the lipstick, I'm just like, dang. Okay.
So purple lipstick then? No.
Oh,
Well, I don't know. I've never actually
It's a
seen
trend
anyone
I'm
with a
seeing come
purple
back.
lipstick.
oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, I don't know. I just see red and black to me. It's just like, dang,
Interesting.
girl.
All
I saw
right.
little bits of blue eyeshadow coming back, and I just thought, oh, I don't know if we want to do that.
Depends on the I love my blues.
That gets
So-
ugly.
But like
with
the
time.
Right?
really
no, the real 80s blue?
No.
Like
That
gem-
looks like the blue. That makes it look like Mimi off of Drew Carey. That's like no way. That's just bad. And if like something happens and then like cry, that's an ugly look right there.
Yeah.
And I've
No,
seen
that's
that, and you're like,
extreme.
dang, like
Yeah.
you might need to put a cloth over your face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, listen. I'm
So,
sorry.
okay, if Dave.
That's not emotion shaming, though.
No. I'm
It's-
sorry.
But if she
No,
wore
it's
red
not motion
lipstick-
shaming. Like, you can cry all you want underneath that towel. So like, I mean,
Oh,
it's,
God, no,
I'm
you're
sorry.
terrible.
I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
Sir
sorry.
Genesis.
I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if she wore that blue but had bright red lipstick, I'm curious what would happen there.
Well-
Or better yet, black lipstick.
Well, okay. You know, I'm joking right here. Like, I mean,
See.
I would like that blue would be like, I'd be like, okay. I mean, it all depends. Like, I mean, if they just cake it on, you're just like, yeah, that's. I mean, oof, kind of thing. That's pretty bad. But I mean, makeup, whatever. Guys are just like, if she looks okay, all that stuff doesn't matter. Like they'll just be like, okay, whatever lipstick. Like, I don't care. Kind of thing. They're like, I
So
don't care, all that
interesting.
kind of stuff. So, like, yeah, I mean, if she's cool and she's like, I mean, you're attracted to her, I don't. maybe that's just me. I'm like lipstick and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't care. It's just like when you just kind of notice the red and the black. And
Yes,
like,
it stands out.
It stands
There was once upon a time, there's a book. I don't know if this is the correct name, but there was a book called The Game, and all the guys were reading
I know
it.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yep,
They were
yep.
reading it
Mhm.
and following the cues, because you would go to a restaurant and a guy
Oh.
would purposely wear a particular dress shirt, for instance, something
Yeah.
really colorful. Or they
Every
would.
guy was doing that.
Yes.
And
yes.
it screwed up. It's like it totally screwed up the game. It
Oh,
screwed
it
up everything.
totally
So-
did. They'd wear like a scarf out of nowhere, and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm attracted, but I don't know why I'm attracted," kind of thing. And I would test these theories. I remember because my cousin tried to do it, and I laughed at him. And I was like, and I totally remember going to club with him, and he's younger, and I love him. But I was like, "Is this part of the game?" Because he had this weird scarf, and I was like, "It draws attention, but it's not the attention you think you
No,
want to receive. It's
not
more
at all.
like." What the hell are you doing? Get rid of that shit.
It's true. It's
That's
true.
what I said. I was
It's
like,
true.
"This is weird."
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the worst thing. Like, I mean, whoever wrote that, it's good, and he's good that he's helping out dudes. But
Yeah.
he's giving away the secrets. He's giving away the rules of the game here.
Mhm.
It's just like, okay, so now like after that, every woman notices like, oh yeah, I know what's going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Here. And it's bullshit kind of thing. It's like rappers on music giving away like crime slang so that police go and arrest them. That's exactly what it is. It's just like giving away all the secrets, and like after that, it's just like, who cares?
What's the point?
Yeah. So
I agree.
yeah. And we'll see you later.
Peace.
He can claim the type of bond we
Life
had, young
goes
Blaze.
on.
See you when I
Life
get there,
goes
kid.
on. Life goes on. Life goes on. Life goes on.
Dog days of summer, brother. We all miss you. Dane, Dave, Nicole, and Quinn, and your rhyme crew. Feel your grace even with our hearts heavy. And swell